Could you show us your shirt?
Oh, for sure, sure. I use my shirt. I love this shirt. The NAACP being the oldest civil rights organization in the country, if not even in the world. And I was just fortunate enough to be living in Duluth where they had an organization, the NAACP. I was head of the NAACP, and they wanted to move the NAACP out of this building because our office was in this building. And I fought against it. And they filed a lawsuit of unlawful detention, I think the name was it. But they were suing me instead of suing the NAACP. And at the time, I was working for the city to get us out of here, you know, retired from the city. They've been trying to get us out of this building. So I only agreed, first of all, to never move the Hillside Community Club out of this building. This is always like the hub of this community was out of the Hillside Community Club. And so they were supposed to when the NAACP, when I signed the agreement, they were supposed to move, the NAACP agreed to move out of this building, but still be able to store some of our equipment in this building, and that they would, we would move into the Washington Center, and that they would keep the gym in the swimming pool open to the public. And they agreed to do that. But after we moved, anyway, they never did, they closed the swimming pool, yep. Which was the way that low-income people and people of color would be able to learn to swim or have a place to. So they're supposed to have an agreement with the YMCA for people in this area to be able to go and swim free, to continue to make sure that those avenues are open for the community, for low-income kids and people of color to be able to go to the Y in lieu of them closing down the gym at the Washington Center. Mm-hmm. The city also wanted to turn this building into a daycare for the people that work downtown. Mm-hmm. And of course, at that time there wasn't many black folks or people of color, you know, working downtown. Mm-hmm. So it'd be mainly for white people that lived outside of Duluth to be able to bring their kids and drop them off here, and they were doing their lunch break, they could come visit their kids, you know, here at the daycare center. So it's, again, give them, instead of being away from the kids for the 8 hours that they're working, that they could have 4 hours and they can come and interact with their kids here. So I fought that, and all organizations that I was involved with fought them turning this into a daycare center. Anyway, this block here was called Block 13, and a lot of low-income houses in this block. Okay, a lot of black folks who own property. Some of them lived in here, some of them bought property and rented in this area. But I can remember a lot of dilapidated housing in this area. And so they tore it down, and why they chose this particular block, obviously Lake Avenue being one of the major thoroughfares of the city from, you know, up and down the hill, and 4th Street, you know, just a few blocks above Superior Street. Now you see a lot of the low-income housing being moved to the western part of the city in order to be able to free up this area here. I assume that maybe not during my time, but eventually the majority of the people that lives in the central hillside and east hillside and west hillside going to be people of a higher economic level than the people are today. So particularly since they closed Central High School, okay, so now the problem becomes those who are still living here, they always pay attention to where does the low-income people and people of color go to school, where's the line drawn where they all go to the west versus going to the east. We still have that problem that haven't been worked out, but we can know that the writing on the wall. When young people don't know that history, you find out they will not challenge what's going on.